When I was in Oz earlier this year, the first meal I had was a chicken parma that was bigger than my face at this cute little Italian place we randomly walked into. My word, was that mind blowing, but I was only able to finish half of it, and I still think about it many months later. This is essentially a breaded piece of chicken breast that's fried to perfection, topped with marinara sauce and cheese, and baked until the cheese is golden and bubbly. I made the marinara sauce from scratch, but you can easily use a jar of store-bought sauce. But if you would like to make it from scratch, the recipe is in my previous video, which I will link for you. We start off by butterflying open the chicken breast. Slice through the breast, but don't split it open all the way. Leave one side intact so it opens out and becomes one large flat piece of meat. Season both sides with salt and pepper and set this aside. Grab 3 bowls to put the flour, breadcrumb and eggs into. Season the flour with some salt and pepper. Season the breadcrumbs with garlic powder, paprika powder, some grated Parmesan, and a little bit of dried oregano. So the theory is that the flour helps the egg stick to the chicken, which then helps the breadcrumb stick. Give each of these a good mix, and now we are ready to coat and fry the chicken. Get some oil heating. While this is heating, coat the chicken in the flour. Make sure it's well coated and then shake off any excess flour. This coating will help the egg stick to the chicken. And then drench the chicken breast in the egg and finally in your seasoned breadcrumbs. Make sure that it's very, very well coated in the crumbs. This is what will keep your chicken moist and juicy on the inside and crispy and golden on the outside. To check if your oil is hot enough, pop in a few scraps of the butter, and if it starts bubbling, then you're ready to fry your chicken. Then, carefully put the breaded chicken breast into the hot oil and let this fry for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's golden, and then slowly turn it and let it fry for a few more minutes until it's beautiful and golden on both sides. Strain out the oil and pop this onto some kitchen towel to get rid of any excess oil. Fry up all your pieces of chicken like this, one at a time. While the chicken is frying, prep a baking tray with some parchment paper. Lay out the fried chicken onto the baking tray and then spoon on some of that amazing marinara sauce to cover the entire top of the chicken. Then sprinkle on a mix of grated cheddar and grated mozzarella to cover the sauce. Bake this at 180 for about 5 minutes until the cheese has melted, and then broil it or grill it for a few more minutes until the cheese is golden and bubbling. Serve this with a sprinkling of either chopped parsley or basil. And this is my version of a classic chicken Parmigiana. The recipe for the homemade marinara sauce is in my previous video, Beef Cannelloni Bake. I will link it below. Serve this up on a bit of pasta or with some fries and a side salad, and as always, a nice crisp glass of wine or a nice cold beer.